Hello, inner shifters, how you doing? Your host, Sophia here. All right, let's talk about something that's quietly running the show inside your body, your gut microbiome. But let's not make this feel like a lecture. Imagine we're sitting in a cozy cafe, sipping on something warm, and having one of those deep conversations where everything just clicks. Because understanding your gut isn't just about digestion, it's about everything. Your mood, your energy, your skin, your immune system. It's all connected. And the more we tune into it, the more we realize our gut health is one of the biggest game changers in how we feel every single day. You ever have one of those weeks where you just feel off? Brain fog, bloating, weird cravings, maybe even a low mood that doesn't seem to make sense? That's not random. That's your gut sending signals trying to tell you what's up. Because inside you, deep within your digestive system, is an entire world of bacteria, fungi, and microbes working tirelessly to keep your body balanced. And when that balance is thrown off, you feel it. I remember meeting someone named Matteo. He was always exhausted, always battling stomach issues, and he thought it was just stress. But when he finally started learning about his gut, how his microbiome was struggling from processed foods, antibiotics, and poor sleep, he made small changes. More fiber, fermented foods, less sugar. And within weeks, he noticed something incredible. His brain felt clearer. His energy came back. And here's the wild part. Studies from Harvard Medical School confirm that gut bacteria produce neurotransmitters like serotonin, your happiness chemical. That means your gut isn't just digesting food, it's literally shaping your mood. That's why balance matters. A healthy microbiome isn't just about preventing bloating or discomfort, it's about thriving. It's about feeling right in your body. And the key, diversity. Scientists at the University of California, Davis have found that a diverse gut microbiome, one filled with many different strains of bacteria, leads to stronger immunity, better digestion, and even improved mental clarity. That means your gut isn't just working for you, it's protecting you. So how do we support it? First, food is medicine. Whole natural foods, leafy greens, bright fruits, whole grains, these feed the beneficial bacteria that keep your gut balanced. Meanwhile, processed foods, excessive sugar, and artificial additives do the opposite. They feed the harmful bacteria, causing inflammation and discomfort. I had a friend, Lee, who struggled with IBS for years. When she focused on gut-supporting foods, fiber-rich vegetables, fermented foods like kimchi and yogurt, her symptoms started fading. She told me, I thought I just had a bad stomach, but really I had a gut that was asking for help. And here's something many people don't realize: your gut health influences your immune system. Researchers from Johns Hopkins University have found that nearly 70% of your immune cells live in your gut. That means a weak microbiome can leave you vulnerable to illness. But when you strengthen it by eating well, managing stress, and even sleeping enough, you're literally boosting your body's defense system. Let's talk cravings for a second. Have you ever noticed how when you eat a lot of sugar, you keep wanting more? That's not just lack of willpower. It's your gut bacteria talking. Certain bacteria thrive on sugar, and when they multiply, they make you crave the very foods they need to survive. It's wild, right? Your microbiome can literally shape your habits. But here's the good news. Once you start feeding beneficial bacteria instead with fiber, fermented foods, healthy fats, those cravings shift. You start wanting the foods that actually make you feel good. Science backs this up. Studies published in Nature reveal that people who change their diets see craving shifts within weeks, simply because their gut bacteria change. And honestly, gut health isn't just about food. Stress plays a huge role. When we're chronically stressed, our body produces cortisol, which disrupts gut bacteria and weakens digestion. That's why people under stress often experience bloating, discomfort, and irregular digestion. My friend Danny used to think her stomach problems were purely diet-related. But when she focused on deep breathing, yoga, and even simple walks, her gut issues improved dramatically. Because stress and gut health, they're a two-way street. So what's the takeaway here? Your gut microbiome is powerful and you have the ability to shape it. Every bite you take, every habit you build, every choice you make either strengthens it or weakens it. And the best part, once you start supporting it, it supports you back in ways you never imagined: clearer skin, sharper focus, better digestion, and even a happier mood. Start small. Add more fiber, drink plenty of water, try fermented foods, and breathe a little deeper. Your gut is listening. And the moment you start listening back, that's when everything starts changing. Let's talk about fiber. Not like a dry textbook definition, but in a way that actually makes sense for real life. Because fiber isn't just good for digestion, though trust me, it is. It's a powerhouse that keeps your gut thriving, your energy steady, and your body working the way it's meant to. Imagine we're catching up over lunch, and you tell me you feel bloated all the time, your energy dips by mid-afternoon, and you can't figure out why your cravings are all over the place. First thing I'm going to ask is, how's your fiber intake? Because more often than not, gut issues, sluggishness, and unpredictable hunger have a lot to do with what's feeding your microbiome, those trillions of bacteria living inside your digestive system, shaping everything from your mood to your metabolism. Scientists at the University of California, Davis have studied gut health extensively, and one of their biggest findings: people with higher fiber intake have better gut bacteria diversity, meaning their digestion runs smoother, their immune system stays stronger, and even their mental health sees improvement. Your gut loves fiber, it feeds the beneficial bacteria, keeps digestion moving, and even lowers inflammation throughout the body. I once met someone named Tasha who struggled with gut health for years. She thought she was eating well, lean proteins, healthy fats, but her meals were missing fiber. She was always bloated, always uncomfortable, and constantly craving sugar. But the moment she started adding fiber-rich foods, greens, oats, lentils, nuts, something shifted. Her digestion finally started working the way it was supposed to. Her cravings leveled out. Her skin even cleared up. She told me, "I didn't realize my gut was starving until I actually fed it right." And that's the key: fiber is fuel for your gut bacteria. Without enough of it, those good microbes don't thrive. They weaken. And when that balance gets thrown off, you feel it. Bloating, constipation, unpredictable cravings, all signs that your gut is asking for more fiber. Here's a wild fact. Researchers from the University of Sydney found that fiber slows down glucose absorption, meaning it helps keep blood sugar stable and prevents energy crashes. That's why high-fiber meals keep you feeling fuller longer. Ever had a meal without fiber and felt hungry an hour later? That's because there was nothing regulating your digestion. Fiber acts like an anchor, helping nutrients absorb more efficiently, keeping hunger in check, and even reducing inflammation throughout the body. And can we talk about gut-brain connection for a second? Your gut produces neurotransmitters, including serotonin, which affects your mood and stress levels. When your gut microbiome is happy, meaning when it's fed enough fiber, you feel better. Scientists from the University of Oxford have even linked fiber intake to lower anxiety levels, showing that gut health isn't just about digestion. It's about mental clarity and emotional balance, too. I had a friend, Jake, who started paying attention to his fiber intake, not obsessively, just intentionally. He started throwing chia seeds into smoothies, swapping white rice for quinoa, adding avocado to his meals. Nothing dramatic, just small shifts. And weeks later, he told me, "I don't feel that midday fog anymore." Because food doesn't just fuel us, it shapes how we function. So what's the move here? Start simple. Add greens. Try whole grains. A snack on nuts or seeds. You don't need to count grams, just make sure your plate has real, fiber-rich foods that actually nourish your gut bacteria. Because when you feed your gut well, it takes care of you back. More energy, better digestion, stronger immunity, even a calmer mind. Your gut is always communicating with you. The question is, are you listening? And about hydration, but not just in the drink more water kind of way. Let's actually dive into why keeping your gut hydrated is one of the most underrated keys to feeling good every single day. Picture this: you wake up feeling sluggish, a little bloated, maybe even foggy-headed. You assume it's food-related or stress or just one of those days. But what if the real issue is something simpler, something you haven't paid enough attention to? Your gut might just be thirsty. Because hydration isn't just about keeping your skin glowing or avoiding headaches. It's about supporting your gut lining, your digestion, and even the way your body absorbs nutrients. I once met a guy named Carlos who struggled with digestive issues for years. He tried every diet, every probiotic, every supplement, but nothing really helped. Then one day his doctor asked, "How much water do you drink?" He realized that between coffee, soda, and energy drinks, his actual water intake was nearly zero. So he made a small shift. He started drinking more water, adding herbal teas, cutting back on dehydrating drinks. Within weeks, his digestion improved, his bloating disappeared, and this was the biggest shock: his mood lifted. Because your gut and brain, they talk to each other. And dehydration throws both out of sync. The science backs this up in a big way. Research from the National Institutes of Health confirms that proper hydration helps maintain a healthy gut barrier, preventing inflammation and discomfort. Think of your gut like a protective shield. If it's well hydrated, it functions smoothly, absorbing nutrients efficiently and keeping out toxins. But if it's dry, that shield starts to weaken, leading to gut permeability, aka leaky gut, which can trigger bloating, food sensitivities, and even fatigue. Here, where it gets wild, studies from the University of Colorado show that even mild dehydration disrupts gut bacteria balance, making harmful microbes more dominant. And when those bad bacteria take over, you feel it: weird cravings, sluggish digestion, low energy. But when you hydrate consistently, you give your gut what it needs to function properly, feeding the good bacteria and keeping everything running smoothly. And hydration isn't just about chugging water all day. I had a friend, Layla, who kept drinking water but still felt dehydrated. It turns out her body wasn't absorbing it properly. That's because hydration also relies on electrolytes, minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium that help your body retain water at a cellular level. So once she started adding a pinch of sea salt to her water, drinking coconut water, and eating potassium-rich foods like bananas and sweet potatoes, everything changed. She told me, "I didn't realize I was drinking water but not actually using it." And hydration influences digestion in a huge way. Water helps break down food, supports enzyme function, and keeps everything moving. Ever had a sluggish digestive day where nothing seems to process right? That's often dehydration slowing everything down. When you hydrate properly, your gut gets the signal to move efficiently, nutrients get absorbed, waste gets eliminated, and your energy levels stay steady instead of dipping randomly. Let's talk about gut-friendly hydration too. Herbal teas like peppermint or ginger actually support digestion while keeping you hydrated. Bone broth helps maintain a strong gut lining. And water-rich foods, cucumber, watermelon, leafy greens, hydrate you from the inside out. It's not just about drinking water, it's about consuming hydrating foods that keep your body balanced. So here's the takeaway: your gut is like a thriving ecosystem, and water is one of its core foundations. Without enough hydration, even the healthiest diet won't work as well. But when you drink mindfully, listen to your body's thirst signals, and add mineral-rich hydration sources, Your gut thanks you with better digestion, clearer thinking, and even a stronger immune system. Start simple. Drink a little more water today. Add hydrating foods. Sip herbal teas. And trust that with each sip, you're supporting your gut in ways you didn't even realize. Because gut health isn't just about what you eat, it's about how well your body absorbs, processes, and thrives. And hydration, it's key. Have you ever thought about how stress messes with your gut? Not in a dry, clinical way, but in a way that actually makes sense in real life. Because if you've ever been stressed and suddenly had a stomachache, bloating, weird digestion issues, or even unexplained cravings, guess what? That's not random. That's your gut reacting to your emotions. And understanding that, it changes everything. Your gut and your brain, they're deeply connected. Scientists call it the gut-brain axis, a direct communication highway between your digestive system and your nervous system. And when stress hits, your gut feels it just as much as your mind does. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that when cortisol, your stress hormone, spikes, digestion slows down, gut bacteria shift, and inflammation increases. That means long-term stress doesn't just make you mentally drained, it literally changes your gut microbiome. I had a friend named Alex who struggled with gut issues for years. Random bloating, food sensitivities, fluctuating digestion. He kept tweaking his diet, but nothing really worked. Then one day, a doctor asked, "How's your stress?" That was the turning point. He realized he was constantly overwhelmed, rarely took breaks, and his body was holding onto that tension. So instead of just changing food, he changed habits. More deep breathing, short walks after meals, even simple mindfulness exercises. And you know what? His gut started healing. Because once his nervous system relaxed, his digestion could do its job again. Here's the wild part, your gut bacteria actually respond to your emotions. Researchers from UCLA found that gut microbiome diversity shrinks under chronic stress, making digestion weaker and increasing food sensitivities. That means anxiety, overwork, and even lack of sleep can literally change your gut composition. I knew a woman named Sophia who started yoga, not for fitness, but because she noticed when she moved slowly and intentionally, her stomach felt better. And science backs this up. Studies from Johns Hopkins University show that activities like meditation, deep breathing, and gentle movement help regulate gut function, reducing bloating and discomfort caused by stress. And let's talk about food cravings under stress. Ever notice that when you're overwhelmed, you reach for sugary processed foods? That's your gut bacteria talking. Stress feeds harmful bacteria, making them multiply faster, which leads to increased cravings for the foods that fuel them. But when you calm your system through hydration, fiber, relaxation practices, those cravings shift. You actually start wanting the foods that support gut health instead. So what's the takeaway? If your digestion feels off and you've ruled out diet, look at your stress levels. Are you rushing through meals, eating while distracted, holding tension in your body without even realizing it? Your gut feels all of that. Start small. Breathe deeply before eating. Slow down when you chew. Take 5 minutes to unwind after work. Even something as simple as laughing more. Yes, laughter has been scientifically proven to reduce gut inflammation, makes a difference. Your gut isn't just processing food. It's processing life. And when you manage stress with care, your digestion thanks you back. Let's talk about probiotics and prebiotics, but not in the way you usually hear about them. No dry textbook explanations, no complicated science talk, just the real, practical way these tiny powerhouses affect everything in your body. Because when it comes to gut health, probiotics and prebiotics are the foundation. If your gut is like a thriving garden, probiotics are the seeds and prebiotics. They're the water and sunlight that help everything grow strong. I met a guy named Daniel once who struggled with stomach issues his entire life. He was always bloated, always tired, always feeling off no matter what he ate. He thought food was the problem. But when he started learning about gut bacteria, he realized his body wasn't properly absorbing nutrients. It was struggling because his gut microbiome was weak. So he started adding probiotic-rich foods, yogurt, fermented veggies, kombucha, and something shifted. His digestion finally started working the way it was supposed to. Science backs this up. Studies from Harvard Medical School confirm that probiotics help regulate digestion, strengthen immunity, and even improve mood by supporting serotonin production. Yes, your gut actually helps control your happiness. The more diverse your gut bacteria, the better your body functions. And probiotics, they introduce that diversity. But here's the catch: probiotics alone aren't enough. You can eat all the yogurt and take every supplement, but if you're not giving those good bacteria something to feed on, they won't survive long. That's where prebiotics come in. Probiotics are the food for probiotics, found in fiber-rich plant-based foods, things like onions, garlic, bananas, oats, and asparagus. I knew a woman named Mia who took probiotic supplements every day, but she still felt sluggish, still dealt with bloating. When she finally started focusing on prebiotics, adding more fiber to her meals, eating whole foods instead of processed ones, everything changed. Because when you feed your gut bacteria properly, they thrive. And when they thrive, you thrive. And let's talk about something big: gut health and immunity. Nearly 70% of your immune system lives in your gut, according to researchers at Johns Hopkins University. That means when your gut bacteria are balanced, when you're giving your microbiome the probiotics and prebiotics it needs, you're strengthening your defenses against illness. Gut health isn't just about digestion. It's about energy, mood, immunity, cravings, everything. And probiotics and prebiotics, they're the keys to keeping that system balanced, steady, and working for you instead of against you. So how do you start? Keep it simple. Try fermented foods. Add more fiber-rich plants to your diet. Drink plenty of water. And trust that with every meal, you're feeding your gut in ways that make your entire body stronger. Because gut health isn't just a trend, it's the foundation for feeling like your best self. I thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, and do all those lovely things you wonderful people do. I'll see you next time.